Humans were the most dominant species in the Star Wars galaxy, having the most power in terms of overall economic, political, and military control. And not only that, but they were also the most populated species of the galaxy, where you could pretty much find at least one human in every civilization. So where did humans come from in the galaxy far, far away from our own? The definite origin of humans is unknown. However, it is vastly accepted within the Star Wars galaxy that they originated from the planet Coruscant. Coruscant is the original homeworld of two species, named Zell and Tong. It is believed that the Zell were the ancestors of the human race. The Zell and Tong fought each other for hundreds of years in an attempt to win control of the planet that they were on. The Zell were eventually able to succeed in this conflict by driving the Tong off the planet and forcing them to find a new planet to live on. Over time, it is believed that the Zell fully evolved to the more traditional human race. Around 90,000 years before the Battle of Yavin, the human species had a massive population boom, and Coruscant had been transformed into a city-wide planet. About 60,000 years later, the advanced Rakata and their infinite empire discovered Coruscant and incorporated it into their galactic-wide empire. Although the Rakata were known to enslave every species they came across, it seems most humans were left alone and allowed to live freely, as there weren't many records of the Rakata using humans as slaves. While under the rule of the Infinite Empire, humans studied and learned from the Rakata's advanced technology, and during this period they began to develop their own advanced space travel technology. The era of human colonization and expansion then began. Some of the first planets that humans colonized were Alderaan, Corellia, and Chandrila. After being ruled by the Rakata for 35,000 years, the Infinite Empire finally collapsed and the galaxy was freed from the Rakatan dominance. Pretty much seeking to become the galaxy's next dominant race, humans began to develop their own galactic government. About 150 years later, the Galactic Republic was founded when a majority of the core world signed the Galactic Constitution and declared Coruscant to be the capital of the known galaxy. Although the new government was founded by other species as well, most member worlds were dominated by humans, and that began the start of the human bias and superiority that the Galactic Republic slowly began to empower over its long history. A term for this was eventually developed called humanocentric, which implied that humans were the most dominant in terms of power and influence, as well as them being essentially the standard when it came to describing other species. For example, the terms near-human, humanoid, non-human, and so on became a standard when referring to other species and how close they were physically to humans. The word alien was also widely and almost exclusively used by humans when describing other species. Scientists and historians of various species came to conclude that the reason humans became the galaxy's most dominant race was because of how adaptable they were when compared to other races. Most other species in Star Wars had a single defined characteristic in them that they excelled in. For example, the Muns were exceptional when it came to finance and statistics, because their brains were developed in a way that made them better understand that sort of thing. But aside from that, the Muns kind of sucked at everything else. Their bodies weren't exactly cut out for them to be great warriors no matter how hard they trained, nor were they cunning enough to excel in the world of politics. Humans, on the other hand, had a diverse set of skills spread across their entire race, and they could all adapt and excel in essentially any lifestyle that they wanted if they worked hard enough. And this was shown in their diverse set of careers and professions. Humans were sneaky smugglers, manipulative senators, fearsome warriors, expert pilots, and so on, all across the galaxy. And on top of that, humans also probably reproduced the most too, which would explain why they were the most populated race in the galaxy, and also definitely helped in their dominance. Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe for more videos like this one. And as always, may the Force be with you.